Hello, this is Darren77. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while, but I actually had a pretty weird metamorphosis. I'm now a dachshund mixed with a terrier, and it's kind of weird for my predicament because I don't have any thumbs. So I can't really play video games very well. It's kind of a bummer, but at the same time I'm kind of digging it. You know, some new things. I get to sleep most of the day, and I get free food, and it's okay. I'm getting used to it. So, yeah. Hope to see you soon. Hey guys, this is Durden77. I didn't actually transform, and I hope it didn't scare you by saying that I did. If I did, I promise it was a joke. I promise to never betray your trust again. Yeah, how's it going? It's been a while. I was just letting you know what's been going on, and I haven't made a Beautiful Joe video and stuff like that. So yeah, something that has been happening with my Wii for a long time that I thought had been happening for a long time, and now I can finally confirm has been happening, has my Wii has been scratching up my own game disc, which means that the $50 game disc that I buy and put into the $200 game system that I bought are getting ruined, which is really, really good. I really enjoy that. So yeah, I called Nintendo and they said that I didn't call them first. I went on the internet and they said that my system was out of warranty. And I said, fuck that, because I already had to send it in one time and you guys, I guess, apparently didn't even fix it all the way. So I called them up and they said it was cool and they would fix it for free, which is really awesome because that's a lot better than Microsoft did for me after I had my third red ring of death. No telling when I'm going to get my fucking fourth. So, yeah. That's GRITZ, by the way. I got her a little while ago. GRITZ with a Z. I know some people said they wanted to see her. I'm having to pet her right now to kind of keep her subdued. But yeah, she's pretty cool. She's been hanging around, being a dog. Yeah, so my Wii's been scratching on my own game disc, and Beautiful Joe, it's not like it's expensive or anything, but it is kind of hard to find sometimes. And I don't want to risk scratching up my only copy of that game, so I can do the Let's Play. Um, the reason why, the way I figured this out is I got Donkey Kong Country Returns, and I'll talk to you about that in detail in just a second. But me and my friend played it for pretty much a week straight. We got to the final boss, and they kept saying disk read error, which is the best thing to see after hours and hours of trying to get to one spot, and then you get there, and then the game won't even let you finish it. Luckily, the game held out for a little while. We kept turning it back on and everything, and it held out, and we did beat him. But I took out the disc, and I saw a pretty nice circular scratch around it. So, yeah, I checked my other disc to make sure. There's a pretty damn thick one around Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Good sized one around Super Mario Galaxy 2. Very depressing. But I don't want to worsen it, so I don't want to play any of those games on my Wii right now. I'll be sending in the Wii on Monday, and they said that hopefully I'll have it back within the next 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. I really wanted to do like a little reviews of Donkey Kong Country Returns, or at least just show you some gameplay of it. But that's not going to happen right now. Luckily, I got the game replaced. I went back to the place I bought it and gave them the receipt and just told them it wasn't working right, and they gave me a new one. But I don't want to play it on the Wii that I have right now because I don't want to scratch it up because it is such a good game. So yeah, that's what's going on with Beautiful Joe, and that's just what's going on with the Wii. That also might put some delay on Heather's Super Smash Bros. Brawl Let's Play with me. Because we've been playing on my Wii because I have all the equipment over here to get things recorded and everything. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but when I get the Wii back, it'll be nice, and I will for sure finish Beautiful Joe because we're not far. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that, and let me talk to you about Donkey Kong Country Returns for a while. All right, so they announced Donkey Kong Country Returns, and they announced that Retro was going to do it. And I was like, all right, that's fucking great. They kicked ass with Metroid Prime, and I'm sure they're going to do a great job with Donkey Kong Country. But at the same time, I knew, like, New Super Mario Bros. Wii had came out recently, and don't get me wrong, I do like that game. I think it's a really fun game, but there's no doubt that some of it kind of coasts off nostalgia. And I was kind of expecting the same thing from Donkey Kong Country Returns, like, hey, oh my gosh, it's another Donkey Kong. You don't really care about levels that much. It's just another Donkey Kong. Remember this? Remember that? Okay, yeah, you love this game now. No, this game is great. Like, it is just a great standalone product. It doesn't coast off nostalgia at all because the reason why is they nailed the atmosphere of Donkey Kong Country. Like, it's not something like they're reminding you that you're playing a Donkey Kong Country game. You're just playing another Donkey Kong Country game. It's like it feels like you're straight up playing like Donkey Kong Country 4. And I have no problem whatsoever after beating the game saying that it's better than the originals. My favorite was 2, and I can safely say that this one beats it in pretty much every way. The level design is really what steals the show. It is just absolutely brilliant. There are things in this game I've never seen before in a platformer, and nearly every single level makes you say "wow" about something. Um, there's just so many. I don't know. It just seems like it was crafted by geniuses. To be honest, I don't even know if geniuses is a plural. So me saying geniuses, oh, that would sound awful if that's not actually a word. So just forgive me. But yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns is absolutely fantastic. Just so good. Just I can't stress it enough. I absolutely love it, and I don't think I have a problem with saying that it's tied with my game of the year for Super Mario Galaxy 2. And that's a pretty big deal to me because I enjoyed the hell out of Super Mario Galaxy 2. And the Donkey Kong Country Returns is just great. It's so good. Well worth the $50. I'll probably play it more than I play the originals, and I still play the originals at least like once a year since they've been released. Um, but it's great. It's so good. If you love platformers, get it. If you love Donkey Kong Country, definitely get it. If you just love to admire a fantastic game, go get it. It's a must-have. Great. And it's a great co-op game too. Me and my friend played through the entire thing. We didn't have really any problems whatsoever. So it's just really good. I was hoping to put a review up for it, but I don't want to scratch it up again. And I want to figure out what's their secret stuff. I want to figure it out so bad. I just want to play it so bad, and it just depresses me that I can't. But just play it, just get it, and you won't regret it. It's so good. If you love platformers, if you don't love platformers, there's no reason. Get it. But if you do, man, it's a shining achievement. It's great. It just retro just kicked some more ass so hard. Like I just want to see them do more. I just want more retro. Like they have not let me down once. And man, I don't know. Great game. Fantastic game. Game of the year for me. Tied. Hard to say, compared to a full 3D Mario game. But man, it's really good. It's kind of hard to explain, but just go play it. Just go play it. Anyway, enough of my rant, Donkey Kong Country. I'll let you guys kind of know what games I've been playing lately. I got Call of Duty Black Ops. Didn't even really mean to. Just kind of woke up and had it. I didn't. I told myself I wasn't gonna get it, but I got it. I don't regret getting it whatsoever. I did not like Modern Warfare 2 very much at all. I legitimately played that game for about a week, and then I traded it in. Um, Black Ops just feels a lot more grounded. It feels like when you're getting killed by someone else's gun most of the time. It doesn't feel like the second cross a corner, you're getting blown up, or the second you leave, some ceiling cover, that a Harrier's on your ass. And I know people love Modern Warfare 2, power to them, but it was just too much of a clusterfuck for me, really. It just seemed like there was just too much shit going on, and it seemed like there was way too many times you could get killed just out of nowhere. And, I'm not one to say that I'm good at Call of Duty. I'm not. I'm not very good at all. Um, but there's a difference between not being good at a game, and still having fun with it, and just not having fun with the game in general. And my kill death ratio and shit in Black Ops is not that good. It's like a point like 7.3 or something. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm really having a good time with it, and I'm glad that I purchased it. I think it's good. It's a good package. I never got to play zombies because I refused to play World War II again, so I did not pick up World at War. But zombies is really fun. It's great fun. The story, it's not anything to write home about, but they did try to actually implement an interesting story with interesting characters in it. And I did finish the game, not just to finish it like I did most Call of Duties, but I did finish the game actually to see what was going on, which was interesting. It was nothing, no story that left a mark on me or anything like that, but it was nice to have something coherent for a change in a Call of Duty game. It just always seemed like in Call of Duty games, it was like, oh well, here's some people, and you're gonna remember this dude because he's got a skull, face paint, and this dude's really bad and he fucked you over, so kill him. But this one tries a little bit harder than that, and I think that they succeeded in certain areas. If it wasn't, for certain things, and ice cubes in it, which is awesome. But yeah, anyway, Call of Duty Black Ops is pretty cool. But it is still a Call of Duty game, completely. So if you're not into Call of Duty, why would you get it? But yeah, another game that I told myself I wasn't gonna get, but I ended up getting anyway, was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. The reason why I told myself I wasn't gonna get it is because I never got into any previous Assassin's Creed. I never played the first one really. I played the second one for a little while, but the main reason why I put it down was because I really didn't like the main character Ezio. I only played for like the first half, maybe. I think this is my video. I only played for like the first half, maybe. But it's really interesting because I started Brotherhood, the single player, and Ezio's like a completely different person. And he's actually a really fantastic character so far. It kind of makes me wish I would have stuck around with Assassin's Creed 2 and saw his evolution firsthand. But either way, I haven't really gotten too far into the single player. The main reason why I picked up Brotherhood, I won't lie, is because I was very interested in the multiplayer. The multiplayer is good, and it's good fun, don't get me wrong, but it's based way too much around luck to be taken seriously. It's kind of hard to explain unless you play it, but if you play Assassin's Creed, the main way you blend in is just kind of being in with other people. And the main way you blend in multiplayer is you have a character model, and you try to find computers that have the exact same character model as you, and then you blend in with them. And someone's got you as their target, so they know your character model, and they have a compass that points you pretty much directly into your position and into your area, at least. So while it's cool, you're hiding in a group of people. Let's say you're hiding in a group with one other character model that's exactly yours. All you're really doing is giving yourself more of a chance of not getting stabbed. You're hoping that that dude will stab the computer instead of you. And it's fun, but a game shouldn't be based that much on luck if it's going to be taken seriously. I mean, I don't really think it's going to hold me all the way up till level 50 or whatever. But it's definitely interesting, and I really do hope that they improve on it in the future. But right now, it's not something to freak out about, but it definitely is interesting, and it's a nice break from just shooters left and right online. So yeah, and I'm gonna try really hard to get into the single player. I've never gotten into a single player in Assassin's Creed. I know they're supposed to be good. Just I don't know. Maybe I'm not a history nut enough to like it. I don't really know. But I did read up on the backstory, and I do like Ezio a lot more now. So I'm gonna try to give it another shot, and I hope that I like it. I just got it for cheap on Black Friday, so yeah. I also got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. The main reason why I got that is because I love Criterion and I love the Burnout series. They did a really good job with it. It not only feels like a really really fast game that was made by Criterion, but it also is very reminiscent from the original Hot Pursuit, which I played a lot with my cousin on his computer. It's just big ass stretches of road with just a couple cars, in your way, and you're just running like crazy from the cops. There's some really, probably the most intense online matches I've had in the game in a while. Criterion continues their trend of making awesome, really, really fast games. They also continue their trend of implementing really mediocre soundtracks. Yeah, they kind of work when you're going fast, but there's some songs in there that just aren't good. Just aren't good at all. Yeah, my 15 minutes is almost up. I rambled about nothing again. So, but look for a new video very soon, possibly today. I'm probably going to do something with my Xbox today, but I can't do anything with the Wii, and really hasn't been anything of much interest to me on the PS3 lately, so, yeah. So, mainly, what I'm going to be doing is just kind of looking at things, and maybe doing a couple of reviews here and there, and, yeah, and all that. Yeah, GRITZ. So I will see you guys soon, and thank you so much for 9,000 subscribers. Hell yeah! See you later.